Hey guys, it's Est and I'm back with another video. So I, just like everyone else, I'm in quarantine and I haven't been around friends in a while. And I was starting to think of, my core female friendships and how much they truly do mean to me. And then I kind of thought about all the friendships that failed and where I went wrong and where they probably went wrong. But here on my channel, we're all about self-responsibility, and I do feel like I had to deal with some of the toxicity in the friendship, and I've since grown, and maybe I could share some tips with you who all feel like females are very difficult. We are pretty difficult, and having tons of female friendships has never, well, I don't want to say has never, because when I was younger, I've had several different types of friend groups, and I realized a lot of them didn't stick. And I would just friend hop to one or the other until I finally realized I just like to be alone and just keep the core friends I've had. And I wanted to address some of the problems that come with, toxic female relationships. One of them is the a jealousy factor, and competition. Females were always in competition with each other, whether we like it or not. I think part of it has to do with just our natural tendencies to just want to be better, want to be the prettiest. We want to be the smartest in the room, and we want to have the nicest stuff. But I do think that that comes with a younger mindset, because now I don't feel that way, because my self-esteem has shot up over the years. And when I walk into a room and there's multiple females, and you know they're they're all gorgeous, and I realize that I'm me and this is what I can give to the world. I'm not in competition with her, I'm not in competition with her, I'm just me. And I think that when we continue to compare ourselves to other females, that jealousy, immediately starts to build in, and we just hate whoever we're jealous of. And I feel like I definitely had that when I was younger. I was extremely insecure. So no matter what the female friendship was, it just never held on for long, because I was always jealous. I was jealous I didn't look as good. I was jealous I wasn't as smart. And I just thought that, you can't be friends with this person. Not the case. Well, it shouldn't be the case if you build your self-esteem up. Um, Now, as an adult, I've chosen to have like a smaller friend group when it comes to females. I have friends that, I have known since high school, and we talk every now and then. They have their own lives, they have children, and they're very sweet girls, and I will always be in contact with them. I also have my two very close friends. One is about to be a mother, and the other one is doing her thing, and she has her own life. Even so, we're very close, but we don't need to be in contact all the time. And the next type of female friendships I have are my sisters. And my sisters I do interact with the most. I'll make a whole nother video on sister relationships. But for female friendships, you're gonna have females in your life that aren't supposed to be there for the whole entire journey. And when I had female friendships that didn't work out, it really took a toll on me. I really felt like something was wrong with me. I felt like, what the hell did I do? And I realized some girls you just don't connect with after a while, and as long as you're working on your self-esteem and working on, being the best friend that you can possibly be, then that person just completely lost out on a good friend. And there's no reason for you to tear yourself inside and out thinking that, you know, you could have saved this friendship. That's not how it goes. You can't force anyone to be your friend. You can't put in more effort than, you know, the other person. It has to come from both of you. And I feel like with female friendships in my life, I've screwed up a few. And I didn't care enough to you know, put the friendship before a man. I didn't care enough to put the feelings of my friend, you know, first. That was bad. You know, and I didn't show enough to my friends that, you know, they mean something to me. And I think that as we get older, as we age, you know, if you take those things into account, you'll end up having better female friends. Now, getting into toxic females, you have to be aware of the signs that come with that. You know, be aware of who's trying to take your style, or who's trying to throw jabs your way, or certain actions that people do. Just be very wary of these things, because they may come off innocent, and, you know, they may not mean to go ahead and do these things, but there's intentions for everything, especially with girls. And, you know, we could sense that. We could definitely sense that. And not everyone is your friend. Not everyone is your friend. I lived with females who I thought were, you know, I was completely vulnerable, and so were they, but the friendship ended abruptly, you know, just like that, you know, and things like that do happen. And, you know, you may think that they're your best friend, and to them, you're like not really that important. So it's good to understand the balance, and to really evaluate the friendship, and really, you know, take your time before you call someone your best friend. My best friend and I have been friends since we were about 12 years old. And our relationship has been through so much. Ups and downs, fights, arguments. We've never had an issue with men, but that's kind of what it's been. And, you know, conservative women keep meaningful people in your life. I think they say, I don't know who they is, but I read it somewhere. I think they say that, you know, you could only be close to maybe like five people in your life, like your core circle. You can only be close to, I think, about 5 or 6 people. And you want to make sure those people are true to you, true to your beliefs, most likely have the same beliefs as you. And, you know, also treat you right and play a significant role. You want to be careful to not just have random nothings in your life draining out your energy, because it's just too stressful. That's why I say it's too stressful to have too many friends, especially female friends, because you're dealing with a lot of emotions. We are emotional beings, you know, we demand a lot. So for you to try to cater to every woman's needs is a lot on yourself. It's a lot on you. You know, me, I have 5 sisters. So that already, I think that is the reason why I just chose to kind of keep my sisters as my friends and have my 1 or 2 best friends, because it just makes life simpler. And, you know, just kind of wish everybody else well and check in with everyone else as much as I can. You know, you can still treat people with, you know, respect and be classy about it, but always keep a little bit of yourself to yourself. And I mean, don't share your entire existence and life with every single person that walks into your life, because not everyone is deserving of that. And you know, you get to keep a special part of you to you. And I've learned that throughout the years, that just being yourself and putting the best that you can out there is the best that you could offer to the world. You know, don't worry about being the prettiest, don't worry about being the smartest, worry about just being you. Being you, and let the ones that truly want to be a part of your life, you know, gravitate towards you. So be aware of the toxics and be aware of the reals.